All right, move my bubble again. So Tuesday we looked at ratio tables to double number line diagrams. Yesterday we looked at ratio tables to equations. Now we're looking at ratio tables, equations, and double number line diagrams to then plot on a coordinate plane, okay? So this is pretty much our main example today. So we have Kelly, who's traveling with her soccer team from Yonkers, New York, to Morgantown, West Virginia for a tournament. The distance between Yonkers and Morgantown is 400 miles. The total trip there and back will take 8 hours. The train schedule is provided. So on the left side we have leaving, on the right we have leaving, the left side we have leaving Yonkers on the way there. The right side we have leaving Morgantown on the way back. And so we list 4 towns and then how the distance between each town. Okay? So we want to create a table to show the time it will take from each town. So here we have our table. So it'll take 2 hours to travel the 100 miles to Allentown, Pennsylvania, 4 hours to travel the 200 miles to Carlisle, 6 hours to Berkeley Springs, 8 hours to Morgantown. Excuse me. Takes 8 hours to get there one way. 10 hours back to Berkeley Springs, 12 to Carlisle, 14 to Allentown, and 16 back to Yonkers, New York. Now we're going to create a double number line diagram to show the time it will take them. So same thing, we have 0 and 0, 2, 100, 4, 200, 6, 300, and so on, all the way up to 800 miles for the total trip. So how many miles do they travel in 1 hour? Well, 100 divided by 2 is 50, so they travel 50 miles every hour. Now we find out that dinner service starts once they are 250 miles away from Yonkers. So what is the minimum time they have to wait before dinner? So first we're going to figure out what our ordered pairs are. So we have 2, 100, hours comes first, then miles, 2, 100, 4, 200, 6, 300, and so on. And then I will move my head back up so you can see the graph. Obviously that's a lot between those numbers, so they're very tight to the y-axis here. So we have 2, 100, 4, 200, 6, 300, 8, 400, 10, 500, and then it would keep going on up, okay? So if every hour they're traveling 50 miles, 250 divided by 50 is 5 hours. So they won't get dinner service until they are about here, which is 5 hours away. Okay, so let's work on this one on your own. So you're first going to finish the table, and then that would be obviously the charge of dollars, and then write down what your ordered pairs are. And then do your best to graph it on your own. You might not have graph paper, and that's okay. Just do your best. And then hit play when you're ready to see the answer. So we have Dominic, who works on the weekends and vacations from school mowing lawns in the neighborhood. For every lawn, he charges $12. So complete the table, determine the ordered pairs. So 2 lawns, he'll get 24, 4, 48, 6, 72, 8, 96, and 10, 120. So then there we have our ordered pairs. And then over here we have our graph. Okay. And I give you the answer there on accident. How many lawns does it need to make $240? Well, we can take 120 times 2 to get to 240, and that would be 20 lawns. So this week has been heavy on Edmodo questions, so one final day on Edmodo questions for lesson 14. Let me know if there's any questions. Have a great rest of your Thursday.